Hello everyone, welcome to iSharePoint All. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to conditionally change the background color of an item in your in a rendered list based on value. So for example, looking at this solution we created a few videos back, based on the region value, I can change the background color to like yellow or whatever. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm not going to use this solution here, but we're going to create another one. So I have a list called my test data. Let me show that to you. So I have this list, my test data. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use VUE to render this on the page. And based on the city, if there's a VA, which VA is actually a state, I just made a mistake. But anyway, based on VA, we're going to change the background color of it to a different color. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I already have everything set up. I have kind of like the skeleton. I already did some of this. I'm just going to explain what's going on and then explain to you the binding part. So in VUE, there is a class and style binding, and it's just a way to use vbind to bind to an attribute, and the attribute we're going to bind to is class. And you can also do it with style, but I'm going to show you how to do it with class, and maybe in another video show you the style. And what you do is you basically have to pass an array to the vbind class, and the array will list out your different classes. And if you want to toggle, which is what we're going to do, if you want to toggle a class in the list conditionally, you have to use the ternary expression. So, and that's what we're going to do. So let's first go over the code, what's going on. All this should be familiar with you, and that's why I'm not going to be starting from scratch. I have this is my JavaScript file here, view, connected to my app. I'm calling the get list data. Let me change this to my test data. So it's gonna call this. This is the lifecycle hood created. It calls this. Grabs all the data from that SharePoint list endpoint to all the items, and I'm using Axios to dump my values into my CSS bind array. Let me call this something else. I don't want you guys to be confused, so I don't want to call it CSS bind. Let's just call it list data. Let me come down here. List data. So that way there's no confusion. Copy. Because I don't want you to think that I'm filling this array up with my classes. I'm not. This is going to be the data. So if I come here, I just need to change it here. Paste. So now everything is going to be rendered to the page. So let's save this and let's go to our page just to see what it looks like. So go to my net page. Oh, something's missing. So list data, boom. Hard refresh. Oh, there you go. I had the hard refresh. Okay. So there it is. It dumps everything onto the page. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind to this. And if there's, I'm going to create a class and bind that class. And if there's, and use ternary. And as it's looping through, if there's a VA, change the color. And so the way you do that, let's go to our code here. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to bind to the class, right? So, excuse me. So we're going to say v bind equal to, and then we're going to have our array, and then we're going to say bnd dot city. So if the city is equal to VA, then we're going to make it yellow. Our class would be yellow, and then okay, if not, it'll be blank. And I'm missing something here. I'm missing class. Make sure I close that off. So I am binding to this attribute called class, and then I'm using a itinerary inside of this, and I'm saying bnd.city. So if the city is equal to VA, then the background color should be yellow, and if not, nothing. And then I define this class up here, so yellow, and I can also make it red, but let's do yellow for now. So that's what's happening here. So let me save this page. Save this page, go back here. Refresh the page. And there you have it. And if I wanted this to be red, I already defined my red up here in my CSS area. And there you have it, and that's how you bind and use the ternary, using the array syntax. That's how you bind it conditionally, and you can toggle, based on these values here. So I hope that made sense. Leave a comment in the video if you have any questions, and I can help answer those for you. Thank you, and bye.